Shante, Leo say, Ora birthday, Bosanderebo, Carabula say, Bosanday, Bosele, Yahuwah, Orabu, Bosende, Shekerabo, Musiantele Bukari Mashantalao, Wayarabose, Yarabose, Karabode, Karabode, Mansunti Labe, Mansutu Labe, Rabo, Rabo Yanderebo, Bonseke, Kalabulo say, Kalabulo say, Rabo, Karabulo say, Rabo, Karabulo say, Mushanalabe, Rabo Hantalabe, Karabulo say, Yahuwah, Karabulo say, Mushantalabo, Mushanalabe, Rabo Hantalabe, Karabulo say, Yahuwah, Karabulo say, Mushantalabo, Karabulo say, Rabbe Musantalabo, Karabulo say, yeah, Karabulo say, Orabo Moseke, Shantalabuteya, Moshande, Karabude, Orabo. Greetings, family. Once again, we are here to address this very topic the royal law warns us about. We are crying because we need vindication. We are the saints of the Most High Yahuwah. We don't need to be deceived anymore. We don't need to be filled with milk anymore. We don't need no chocomilk talk anymore. We don't need no games player anymore. We are fed up of this particular issue and we raise our voice unto heaven for vindication because we have been deceived far too long. We need the power of heaven to do something about it. We are not going to quiet about this incident. I don't know why some fools. Let me use that words because when I begin to see you defending this very matter, I say, who has bewitched them? I keep asking myself, just like Apostle Shahu said, you foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you? Somebody is bewitching somebody over here. So we raise our voice and cry unto Abba Yahuwah for vindication. Right again. Now, we are going to address some videos that also caught my attention. I'm not doing any of these things for any other reason other than our book in the hands of the sheep, wolves in sheep clothing hands, other than our brethren that is under the voice of the first many prophets that's already come to deceive many. That is the reason why we are here. That is why we talk. That is why we keep doing what we are doing. And Abba Yahuwah make it so clear. When angel of destruction was being sent from above, those people that cry out against the wickedness that was going on in the land was being spared. A seal of protection was being given unto the wife because you cry against the evil of this so-called men of dogs. Is not only today, okay? We have been seeing it, of course, over and over and over again. All right, so we want to touch and we want to address this very particular issues again that caught my attention. All right, now we are going to look into about 4 categories, or rather 4 groups of people opinion. All right, first we'll talk about the first group's opinion. It goes like this: touch not my anointed. All right, and the second group's opinion said, judge not. All right, and the third group opinion said, who are you to judge? And the fourth group opinion, which I belong, the very group I belong, that is crying out night and day for vindication. That is going to be the last, okay, group to touch on. And we are going to touch on the last group that is crying like I do for vindication, for truth. We don't care about money speaks. We are not after that. We are after, because you can buy up your case in man-made court, but in the white judgment throne, you can buy no case over there. A lying word is never ever been spoken before the Son of Man. A lying word can be spoken, or a case can be bought, by money, because he said money answer right now all things. But in this platform, which the very last group which I belong, we're going to address that group with the mindset of Abba Yahuwah. I'm not going to go by sensation, but rather by the royal law objective. All right, so right now let us first of all start with the first group. Lest I forget the title. In person or personally, I can handle and tolerate every issues except but one. And what could that be? A lying tongue, sir. I'm not going to allow you to bind me with a cord of lie, or to chain me with the fetters of deceit. When I caught you and understand that you are lying, automatically you becomes the very enemy and be in search of. When you said you fear not my Father, and using his word to deceive my brethren among you, under you, so you become my enemy. Because Abba Yahuwah says he's going to become enemy to my enemy. And likewise you are. I am enemy to Abba Yahuwah's enemy. Anyone that doesn't go according to the royal law system or governorship, you are my enemy. Here I am from the royal law. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go by sentiment or by speculation. Not at all. Like I said, not going by sensation, but rather by the royal law objective concerning these very issues. Here I am. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to the word, it is because there is no light in them. And if you have no light, what did you have then? You just got darkness. What did I say? You got darkness. And what is darkness? If you got darkness, that simply means to say the very power that banner over you, it is the serpent, the black snakes himself. That is the authority of the dragon. Banner over you with darkness, that you will not be able to see the true light of the gospel in order to speak the very mind of Abba Yahuwah. Rather, you will be going by sentiment. You will be showing the love of man, and you will ignore every single fast. Stephanie Otobo, she provide a pieces of truth, a very clear and pure evidence. You can call all of them Photoshop. But woe unto you when you see darkness and you call it light, and when you see evil and you call it good. Now that we are speaking, it's just to wake it up our brethren, because Messiah make it so clear. In these last days, many false prophets is going to come. So where we see that by their fruit, you're going to recognize them. And when we cut them by their fruit, why should we not speak? Why should we silence and say salvation is personal? It never says so, okay? It is personal. Work out your own. But when he now sent out the 12 apostles, when you go to Matthew chapter 10, what did he say? He says, speak to them, and this is how it's supposed to go, and this is how it's supposed to go. However, if they receive you not, if they take you not in, he says, therefore, take back your peace and dust the sand of your feet and gaze them. However, still say unto them, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It is an obligation on us, the people of the book, to address issue right from the mindset of the royal law, which is Abba Yahuwah mind himself. So right now we are going to start right now with the first set of group. That's it. Touch not my anointed. Rebo Shanda. Let me show you what that is. Like I read already, what did the royal law say? If you don't speak according to the law of the, or according to the testimony of the law, that simply means to say you got darkness, okay? And I told you already, I just make it clear to you, the author of darkness, it is serpent himself. Like this suleDEVIL, suleSERPENT, suleEVil, I don't know what he called himself, or suleBOY, or suleWOMAN. You did not speak according to the testimony of the royal law. Least I forgot this. I need to title it. No matter how it may look like, it looks so ugly, but I'm also going to give it a ugly name. That is what I said in the first clip. Maybe this is going to be the final clip, except otherwise. But for now, I think this is going to be the final clip. For now, until Abba Yahuwah releases judgment. Right now, what will be the title? And once again, I am in the heavenly courtroom, or we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah. And like I said in the first clip, I titled it by my flesh. Why? I'm not going to say Abba Yahuwah title, but I'm doing the title. I'm going to give the title by my flesh. Why? Yes, Hebrew 34 said, marriage should be honored by all. Okay? I'm not going to say Abba Yahuwah gave me the title, but I am doing it. My flesh gave it to me. Okay? Just like Apostle Shaul in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, he said, however, not Yahuwah, I by myself, I say this. That is what I'm going to do now. So what is the title? What is so ugly? Let's face reality. So just for the sake of the title, because I call him man of dog, suleDEVIL, or suleSERPENT, or suleEVil, or suleDarkness, yeah, or suleHELL. Okay, but for the sake of the title, let me call, him as it were. Suleman and his sex mate threesome, Daniella, okeke, and Stephanie Otobo is doing threesome. Okay, that is 2 women, 1 man. And the 2 can also be doing lesbianism. I can't believe this. I can't just believe this. All right, now I should have held my peace, but this demon did wickedly by paying her, Stephanie Otobo, off. Okay, so right now, that is the title. Okay, Johnson Suleman and his sex mates threesome, Daniella, okeke, and Stephanie Otobo. Like already, is not going to be having part 1. So right now we are first of all going to tackle the first group. That saith, touch not my anointed. If you don't want us to touch, but you are anointed, the so-called devilish anointed, which is the suleDEVIL, well known as Suleman. If you don't want, why are his torchlight touching something? His torchlight, he raised up, touching something other than the something of lazy. But the torchlight is touching other women, any women that just The thing will just rise up and begin to touch. That's torchlight. As he's as he just took a or carry his head up, you should have give him a better slap. Bosa. Apostle Shaul said, I beat my body, eh? I beat my body, I beat my flesh, okay? Not like a man that is throwing something on the hair. I beat it seriously. If you give that your torchlight too dirty slap, your head will go down and respect the royal Lord that you carry. Touch not, but you are touching. So when you when you touch already, people will touch you. Because to me now, I begin to see scriptures being fulfilled. The judgment of Nineveh is going on right now. The judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah, just like as Yahushua said, is going on right now. The judgment of Queen of Sheba is going on right now. Okay, Sodom and Gomorrah was to be known as a notorious, most devilish country, but it said it's going to be bearable than this wicked generation. So Sodom and Gomorrah is judging. Even though they were so filthy, men of Nineveh is judging. How are they judging you? That is what Messiah says. Say judgment, they are going to rise and condemn this generation. This generation being judged. Even Nineveh was to be known as a pagan country. But as soon as they releases, the men of Yahweh releases the truth, they all repented with a heart of sober. In sobriety, they all repented. Therefore, they will stand and judge. And that is what is going on right now. Men of the judgment of Nineveh, the judgment of Queen of Sheba, and that of Sodom and Gomorrah is everywhere around this fallen deity. It's the fallen angels. So talk less and let me touch the first points. So here I am in Psalm 105 verses 15. And this set of group, they are denying for suleWOMAN or suleDEVIL that he never did it. These are the gullible group that believe and trust their man of the devil or man of dog to be God on earth. That is so clean it cannot make a mistake. These are their quotation. I read saying, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Whereby if your prophet went to go and touch people with his own torchlight, therefore people has to touch. It said you are the light or the salt of the world. When you loses your taste, you are not good for nothing. How can go to YouTube, go everywhere to the internet and see both man and woman hippie condemnation upon the so-called touch not, when he has already touched with his own torchlight? People also need to touch him back. Listen now and let me show you what it means when he said touch not my anointed. Let me show you who is anointed. Okay, I want to show you what it is to be anointed. Let me point out from the royal law 2 Samuel 6. So I'm going to show unto you what Abi Yahuwah meant by touch not my anointed one. Here right here. I quote it already, 2 Samuel 6. I first of all read 14. And David danced before Yahuwah with all his might. And David was girded with a linen ephod. Okay. Now I go to where 16. Yes, 16. And as the ark of Yahuwah came into the city of David, because Saul's daughter looked through a window, and saw King David leaping and dancing before Yahuwah, and she despised that. In her heart, she didn't even speak out. All right, so we jump over now to where I'm just proving to you who is anointed that you need not to touch. It doesn't matter whether your son, when even though King, oh my father, let me go by the word. Now verses 20. Then King David returned to bless his household. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, How glorious was the King of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the veil follows shamelessly uncovereth himself. After she has already despised him, then she now came to say to his face, touch not my another. Listen now. 21. And King David said unto Micah, it was before Yahuwah which chose me before thy father, and before all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of Yahuwah, over Israel. Therefore I will play before Yahuwah, and I will yet be even more veiled than thus, and will be based in my own sight, and of the maid servants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be heard in honor. Listen now, right away our womb was closed. Therefore, Micah, the daughter of Saul, had no child until the day of her death. Because you mock the royal king, you mock the anointed one of Yahuwah, therefore there shall be no rain for you. Right away. And this very woman is the wife, is the even first wife of David. Okay? Right away, Yahuwah closed up her womb. She now remains buried all alive because you touched Yahuwah's anointed. Have you seen so clear what touch not my anointed is? It did not, All right now. Now here I am, 1 Samuel 16. I will take from 12. I'm showing you what anointing means. The Ruach HaKodesh resident in you. And he said and brought him. And he sent and brought him in. Now he was already in. Yeah, I'm not after that. Okay, yes. Still 12. And goodly to look to. And Yahuwah said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. This was how King David was being anointed, okay? Now see another touch not my anointed. Still 1 Samuel 17:43. And the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog, that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. Read on. It chopped off his head. His head, Goliath, went down the grave that same day. It wasn't David. Abba Yahuwah killed him himself. Because you don't curse the anointed one of Yahuwah. You dare not. Alright. Now the second set of groups, their quotation. Meanwhile, the first group said he never did it, okay? Alright now. They are fighting. We see what it is to be anointed by Yahuwah. Anyway, devil anoint this suleWOMAN. Now the second group, what did they say? Judge not. This second group, they are contemplating, it's like he did it or it's like he did it. Okay? They will say, leave judgment for, they will always call him God. Let God judge. Okay? So this second set of group concerning this suleDEMON, they are contemplating, maybe he did it, I'm not, maybe he, the first group, right him sent, they said he did it, and the second group that said judge not. Those one said, those one have a doubt spirit in their heart. Maybe they are not well sure. They are not so sure. Maybe he did it, maybe not. So if they want to attack you, judge not, so that you won't be judged. So right now, let's also tackle that part. 1 Peter 4:18. So let's see what he have for you and me. All right now. 1 Peter, like I said, 17, for the time come that, for the time is come, it is now, okay? For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahuwah, right? And if it start first at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahuwah? Is a question he throw out for you and me. Judgment is not going to start on the street, no, but for you and me, the so-called believer. That is where the judgment is going to start. Already. The men on Nineveh, the spirit of Queen of and the other side, Sodom and Gomorrah. Oh, their spirit is judging already everywhere, qualified or not qualified. And to Abiyawa be all glory in the whole world. About 85% believe that this guy is a womanizer, did it. This girl, even though she brought about 2 or 3 proof, that proof is so huge to be ignored. You can be called everything, Photoshop, photo bank account, photo chat, everything is photo. That is why Nigeria is being called Republicans of fools. That will be seen clear daylight. This is no, that will twist it in your head. It's not so. So we see already that judgment is going to start right away in the so-called believer mist. If I will not take it down to the world. That is the meaning of Sharia law. Serebarebo, Shandere, oh Shatere, Serebarebo, yeah, Shatere, yeah, Shatere. Kuribarebo, Shantere, 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 Irobose, Duribarebe, Shantere, 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 Duribarebo, Shantere, yeah. It's on its way coming, yeah. Oh, it's on its way coming, judgment. It's on its way coming, yeah. Shantere, yeah. Shantere, yeah. Shantere, on its way. Fire is on its way, fire is on its way coming, yeah. Shantere, yeah. Shantere, yeah. Shantere, on its way, yeah. Lord is on his way, Lord is on his way, coming here, Shantere, yerebo, Shantere, kurilabe, Shantere, oh, Serebarebo, Shantere, yerebo, seya. Judgment is on its way, coming, and it will begin, sir. In the so-called Ribaba Sekia. Now I throw this at you, you gullible suleDEVIL hypnotized group. That's it. Judge not, so that you won't not be judged. Listen now. You can be saying that to a Christian. You know they don't know who they are. You dare not say that to the people of the book, because our lives depends on the book, like I've already quoted. He said, anyone that does not speak according to the testimony of the law, that simply means to say you have no light and you got darkness in you. Therefore, where you got darkness, therefore you are blind, you don't see. And who is the author of blindness once again? It is the gods of this world that has already blinded the eyes of many not to see the true light of the gospel. Here I am, I throw this at you now. 1 Corinthians, I take it, chapter 6, then I take it from 1. Dare any of you having a matter against one against another go to law before unjust? And what did the suleHELL do? Listen, we are coming to that. Okay, that will be the last group, the very where I belong. You shouldn't take as a believer, as a man of dog. Okay, let me go take it the word man of God. Why did you got her arrested? You got Stephanie Otobo arrested. And meanwhile, the royal law that you carried, this is New Testament, so you shouldn't dare any of you having a matter against another go to law before the unjust and not before the saints. You should have bring the matter to me. Then I settle it for you. Then I tell you how to beat your torchlight so that we will not touch you. Why your torchlight, some torchlight, they are very useless. They don't even know their mother, neither their daughter. When they see anything, boom, boom. The torchlight will just be sparking, pap, pap, pop. He want to strike her. He want to grind something. Not you. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? Did you just get that? You gullible, demon, hypnotized, suleHELL follower. Did you get that? Do you not know you are the one to judge the world? You're going to judge the world? Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the saints shall be judged by you, are you unworthy, to judge the smallest matter? Know ye not, again another question throw out to you, know ye not that we shall judge angels? Now I'm coming to clarify this. I'll put more light on that. How much more things that pertain to this life? If then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least estimate in the congregation. I speak to your shame. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? No, not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren. But brother goeth to the law with brother, and that before the unbeliever. Now therefore there is utterly a fault among you. Where he said when you do that, which means there is a fault among you, because ye go to law one with another. Why do ye not rather take wrong? Why did you admit? Okay, I did it, but the Most High is going to vindicate me. Stephanie, you lie on me, no problem. I'm not going to use police to terrorize you. I'm not going to charge you of any terrorist. I'm not going to charge you. You should have charged sex scandal. Sex scandal. But rather you charge her being a terror, whereby she never carried no bomb, whereby there wasn't a stabbing knife, whereby there wasn't a gun. Oh my Father, rather you not charge her of a terrorist. He said, if you do this, which means there is something wrong among you, why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Nay, ye do wrong and defrauded, and that your brethren. That is correct. Now you gullible, demon, hypnotized, suleHELL follower. Did you get the word? Because I know you don't read. If you read, you won't be doing that. Rather your heart will go for YAHUAH. Did you see what the book says? That the saint is to judge the world. You can also go to Matthew 27 to 29, that the 12 tribes is going to be having their own throne here on earth, and they are going to be judging each one of them. That is the 12,000 rulership that is being sealed in Revelation 7. They are judges, okay? Now, it said we are going to judge angel. What angel are we going? Can you judge angel Michael? Are you going to judge angel Gabriel, the very one that shut the mouth or take away the speech or the ability to speak of Prophet Zechariah, Prince Zechariah, and that he won't be able to speak for a whole 9 months? Are you going to judge such angel that's still in the presence of YAHUAH? Of course not. Are you going to judge seraphim, the very ability? Of course you don't do it. Of course, that is not what he's talking about. He's talking about another angel with another gospel. Galatians 1:9. He said, let them be utterly condemned. Anyone that will come and preach another gospel, exactly what suleHELL is doing. He preach another day of rest. He preach another feast. He preach another Messiah. He preach another Bible, another character entirely unto you. He said, let that angel be eternally condemned. That is the angel we are condemning. It is a folly date, okay? Go and read the Galatians. Should I read it for you? Galatians 1:9. Even Apostle Shehu lake us twice if you come with another gospel. Idolatry is not part of the way. You take care of wayward women, they are not part of the way. Therefore, you not impute it into the royal things, or you came with another gospel. Okay? Okay, now it's good to read it for you. Okay, I'm just being kind, just give myself out. Yeah, I'm doing the will of my Father. Like suleHELL is also doing the will of his Father to deceive the elect. Okay, here I am, Galatians 1, I take it from 8 to 9. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be cast. That is why suleHELL is being cursed. Go to YouTube, verify. In fact, I'm not so much into this. But the reason why I picked interest, it is the signs of the last day. Of the many false prophets. Say you're gonna cut them, you're gonna know them, okay, by their fruits when this matter break out. Instead of it to just shut up his mouth, he now begin to try to play the holy saint. And that is why this shame of disgrace keep coming upon everyone. About 85% knew that he did it. Now I take now. As we said before, where do we said it before? Go to Deborah 4 verses 2 or 32. You're going to find it over here. Over there, you should add. As we said before, so say I now again. If any man preach, you see now that angel now turned to man. If any man preach any other gospel unto you, that ye have received, let him be eternally cast, accursed. Okay? So, is that clear to you? I don't care whether it's clear to you or not. The second, set of groups. That is the one we are addressing over here. So after we have done with the third group, because the fourth group is going to be the last one, then I have some video also to play for you. Okay? So Matthew 7, another passages, this gullible, demon hypnotized followers of suleDEMON is also used it to refute people. Judge not. Here I am, Matthew. They will just pick one verse and drop. You can do that with the gullible Christians, okay? Not us, the people of the book. We don't take that shit, okay? I take it now from verse 1, where they are using to refute people. Judge not, that ye be not judged. So this set of group, like I said, they contemplate. It's like he did it. It's like he does it. I don't know. So they will just throw that. They will just throw that at you. They run away. They will leave every other verses. This particular topic, take it in full context. It ends at verses 5 or 6. 2. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye met, it shall be measured to you again. This is their most favorite, okay? And why? Listen, they will drop there. Excuse me. They always end it at verses 2, but it's not so. It keep going on. That is picking out of context. Listen now, verses 3. That is where the message is. They don't go there. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eyes, but consider it not the beam that is in thy own eyes? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thy eyes, and behold, a beam is in thy own eyes? Do you get that? Now 5. He answer it for you. Thou hypocrites, first cast out the beam out of thy own eyes. First do your own, okay? Out of that, it said first you, thou hypocrite, first cast out. I like NIV. NIV said sundos, okay? Out of thy own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eyes. Gullible, demon, hypnotized, suleDEMON followers. Take it down to 5, okay? That is in a full context. Verses 5 end it all. What is it talking about then? Let me put it this way. John C. suleHELL is an adulterer, because the case of adultery is already hanging. It's already hanged upon his head. Hebrew 34 saith, marriage should be honored by all, and adulterers won't go unpunished. Okay? Since suleHELL violated that scriptures, therefore the judgment of adultery is heapy already in his head, because he's still defending himself to be guiltless. That is where the matter now becomes worse, so that you keep deceiving us, so that you keep making us to believe in lie. So now, what is this very verse speaking about? First of all, take off your own. Let me use myself. I'm going to be using myself, okay, so that I won't, I shouldn't be offending nobody. Let me put myself in this shoe. By His grace, I'm not, but as an illustration. Okay, right now, Suleman is an adulterer. I myself, my enemy is a fornicator. Why that? Because I'm a single woman, not married, have a boyfriend out there. Then I'm gonna be saying, after all, I am not in a husband house. I'm free to do that. That is not true. The royal law condemns you by doing that. Let me also take another example. Okay, I'm not a prostitute or I'm not a fornicator. I don't do that. Never will I, by His grace, because I'm out of Egypt and never will I return back to Egypt. I'm going now, counting now. Oh, of course, we already in there. February. I'm gonna celebrate my day. Hey, it is long ago, and all glory be unto Abba Yahuwah. Then I'm gonna be complete 15 years and no water. For heaven is giving it to me. The YAHUAH'S, he said, he that believeth in the rule believeth, as the scripture say, out of his belly a river of living water will flow. I'm going to examine 15 years. Oh, this does bring it to my attention. 15 years. On the 30th of this very month, February, I will be 15 years when I quit prostitution. Okay? Go international and local. What did I call by international? I was being brought here by the mighty, to prostitute with a defective family, to pay such huge amount of money. First of all, I believe what cost me out of that. And when I came out of there, that is international, prostitution. All right. When I came out of that, what happened again? I still keep this local work. The local work, that one will go for now work. Boyfriend and a girlfriend without married, married, okay? Then after that, no gray area anymore. And I give it to the rightful owner. Because you also have a happy yoga and then glory. Right now, let me give another illustration. Okay, like myself now. Okay, my enemy. Suleman or suleHELL is an adulterer. What that particular verse is talking about, that is the illustration I'm giving. I myself am not, but I'm a thief, or I'm a liar, or I'm a destroyer. But because I'm not an adulterer, I will look at him, thank God, me, I don't do that too. Meanwhile, you are a thief. Meanwhile, you are a liar. That is why you're being caught over there, hypocrite. First of all, remove your own. That is, you stop those nonsense and go and keep the 10 commandments. The commandment is, if it's 613, keep it all. Okay, and the most popular one is 10 commandments. Keep that 10 commandments, okay, with a clear conscience. Therefore, now you have removed the sandals out of your own eyes. Say, then you will see clearly to remove your brother's own. That is what it said. That simply means to say, when you are not doing any of these things at all, that is easily entangled, then therefore you have the right to speak like I'm doing it now. I don't sow a seed of discord. I don't lie to destroy people. I don't lie. I don't slander people on their back. Not at all. If I have to slander, what I'm also doing here, record, that is what I'm also doing without recording, because I know I will be able to say it, and I'm not doing it to gossip him, but I'm doing it for the sake of the book and for the sake of the elect that is under his voice. That's it. Okay, so I'm not doing any of those things by His grace. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I fear Yahuwah. Therefore, He said I have the right to judge, because the sandals in my eyes has already been taken away. Therefore, now I see clear. That is how I know he's an adulterer. I see clear. I'm not blind at all. That is why I can quote, I can speak from the royal and refute to him to stop this game. They should stop playing us. We don't need that game anymore. That is what that particular place is talking about. After you are free from breaking the 10 commandments, you keep 10 commandments untouched by the demons in you. No demon come around you to make you break the 10 commandments. Therefore, your eyes see clearly now. Now you are in light to speak. That is what it's talking about, okay? So, gullible, and demon hypnotized suleHELL follower. Go and study and stop studying suleHELL. Study the book. That is what it meant. Okay, I have the right, because I don't break the royal law by all the 10 commandments is in my soul. They are my food and my drink. I watch out for it, okay? Now here I am, Matthew 12, 41 to 42. The men of Nineveh shall rise in judgment with this generation and shall condemn it. If Mark cannot judge, why should the men? You know the men of Nineveh. Go and read Jonah chapter 2. You're going to find out who was men of Nineveh. Read it. They are just men. But Messiah said they are going to rise up in judgment and condemn suleHELL. They are going to condemn him because he did wickedly. Because they repent. Do you see that? Because they believe the royal law. Because they believe the judgment of Abba Yahuwah. They knew when Abba Yahuwah said it, so be it. Immediately they run out of iniquity. Suleman never did that. Rather, he's still proving himself to be innocent. Because they repented at the preaching of Jonas. And behold, greater that Jonah is here. The queen of south shall rise up in judgment with this generation and shall condemn it. You know, Queen of Sheba, he said she's also going to rise and also condemn this wicked generation again. So what are we talking about? Why are you saying judge not? He said Queen of Sheba is going to judge. He said men of Nineveh is going to judge. Here are Matthew 10:15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more bearable, it shall be more bearable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Do you get that? Men of Sodom and Gomorrah is also being awarded, being better than Suleman. Who was men of Sodom and Gomorrah? Homosexuality. But they are better. So Messiah is awarding judgment unto men of Nineveh and Queen of Sheba. And here you say, judge not. No, you rather shoot it, okay? Because best of the same feather flocks together. Now let's proceed for the third group. Touch not. You see who is anointed? When the torchlight of suleHELL is walking every now and then, you say we shouldn't touch. We will touch you. We are touching by the royal law judgment. That was why I said, not by sensation, what people, no. But by the royal law's objective. That's what I'm doing over here. The third group goes like this. Who are you to judge? That will not quote Romans 14. Demon, hypnotized, suleHELL follower. Anyway, this third group, 100%, they believe suleHELL did it. They believe it. This third group, they believe he did it. Okay, so they will not quote Romans 14 for you. So that's what we are going to see. What is over there? Let's check it out. Although they are twisting the royal law to justify him. So let's go over there. So I'm going to read it the way they quote it. Okay, Romans 14. This group, like I said, they believed. They believe 100% in their heart that he did it. Okay, so that's why they will refer you to this very scripture. Arena, Romans 14:4. Who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. This group they believe, okay, he can stand, he can fall. Yea, he shall be holding up, that he shall rise again although he fall. Okay, they believe he did it. For Yahuwah is able to make him stand again. So this set of group, that's what they are saying. Okay, now, no problem, he did it. But who are you to judge the servant of God? So his servant, if let God do the judging, this same Elohim or Yahuwah can make him stand again. So this is the argument of the third group. So right now we're also going to talk about what you see, that we just pick one verse and begin to push it as adultery on people. That is where you are twisting the sin of Apostle Shaul, like 2 Peter 3:15 to 16 or 17 says. He said you wrestle because you are on Lent. He said because there's some breaking of Apostle Shaul, some of his episode is hard to be understood. He said which some that is on length, that is, you don't know nothing about the royal law, you wrestle and you twisted it. He said, but it is for your own destruction. You pick only this one verse and justify wicked, it is for your own destruction. Anyway, when you read out the whole law, the whole sentences is talking about food sacrifice unto idol. Listen now, let me take it now, verses 1. Him that is weak in the faith, receive ye, but not to that fool. Okay? Disputation. For one believeth that he may eat all things, another who is weak eateth herbs. Verse 3 now. Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not, and let not him which eateth not judge him that eateth not. For Yahuwah hath received him. Then now ask, who are you not to judge? Now what was he talking about here? I'm going to prove it. Now verses 5. Then we just take only down and run with it. One man estimeth. Okay, let's first of all comment on what was he saying over there. Just take your time. Make sure you read Romans chapter 40 all through. He keep talking about food and drink. He's not talking about fornication. He's not talking about idolatry. No. Stealing by only food. And what was that food? That is what we want to unfold. Now let me first of all read 7 before verses 7 before we go to the other scripture to confirm it. Because it said precept has to be upon precept, lines upon line. Take here a little and there a little. For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. Okay? If you don't live for yourself, you don't die for yourself. When you keep reading, let me first of all comment before we come right back over here. Excuse me, I'm supposed to read verses 13, not 7. Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall his brother's way. Okay, so right now we are going to, let's take a precept. You understand what Romans is saying? 13. Okay, you shouldn't be a stumbling block on your brother's way. Now, about eating or drinking, because you don't eat, you don't condemn it. Or you can also eat something to become a stumbling block. Now, here I am, 1 Corinthians 8:12. But when ye sin, so engage the brethren, and wound their weak conscience, ye sin against Yahushua. Wherefore, if meat make my brother to offend, I will eat no flesh while the word standeth, lest I make my brother to offend. So what was he talking about? He's talking about food sacrifice unto idol. Okay, he's talking about food. When you also read all this 1 Corinthians chapter 8, you're going to find it over there. Food be sacrificed unto idol. Like some, you know, idol has no food. Okay, you can see 1 Corinthians 10 from 17 to 21 over there. We know already some people, like me, I'm strong in faith. I know that idols have no food. Not at all. Okay, I can eat. I don't care whatever you say you use it for, it's your problem. I will take it with thanksgiving because it is Abba Yehovah that created it. But now that I am in faith, and someone is just coming now into the faith, he don't have that strong faith to eat the food sacrifice to idol or sacrifice for idol. Therefore, because of that one that is weak in faith, that sees it as an offense to him, don't eat. Or because you are also eating it and the other one is not eating it, you are not meant to judge. And you that is not also eating it, you don't have to judge the one who is eating it. A full sacrifice to idols. That is what he is referring to. I will prove it more. Okay? Because Romans 40 is all about food and drink. And I will also see in 1 Corinthians 8 is all about food and drink. That is going to make the brethren that is not so strong in faith, stumble when they say, But she said, what is the food that is being sacrificed to idol? I'm going to use myself as an example now. I don't care whatever you call it. Food prepared on your Christmas day, it is a food sacrificed to devils. Food prepared on your January 4th, it is a food sacrificed unto devils. Food prepared for your Easter day, it is a food sacrificed to devils. Food prepared on your lover's day, it is a food sacrificed to devils. Food prepared on your father, mother, children's day, it is a food sacrificed unto idols. But for me, I don't care because I live with people. Okay, on their Christmas, I don't care. Christmas don't have no food. Normally, there is a place I was. In that house, I resolved within my heart, I'm not going to eat their food. But in the other place I was, I don't care. If they are prepared for, my sister, chopping is going on here. I said, really? Me, I will eat. Oh, I take that food and bless it with a part of you who created it. I just eat it. Nigeria English say, I chop am. I chop am, okay? But when I bring somebody into the faith, that person is there. I know that person is not yet strong in faith. Because of that person, if they come to come and say, no, I'm sorry. I'm just still okay, okay? I've already taken something. So that I won't become a stumbling block to that, my brother. Or if a person is also there already now, understand what it is, but yet resolve within his heart, I'm not going to eat it. I say, okay, me, I will eat. So you don't judge me because I eat it. Or neither will I judge you because you don't. That is what it's talking about, fools. Demon hypnotize Sule woman followers. And stop fooling yourself. Go and study what the book says. Okay, let me read verses 7 now. 1 Corinthians 8, I take it from 7 now. You can read it. It's talking about food and drink. Howbeit, there is not in everyone Howbeit, there is none in every man, that knowledge. Okay, and not everyone have that knowledge. Okay, for someone with conscience of idol unto this hour, it as a thing offer unto an idol. When you see that is being offered to an idol, your heart condemn you and not to do it. Don't do it. All right. But for me, I know I don't have food because I buy you work all things for his own use. Okay. So if I want to eat, I just eat. There are some cases I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat. There are some house because we live together over here. Okay. Yeah, to share the apartment or to share the money of the house. I can take full apartment. I alone paying it. I'm not yet, in that position, but it will come for that. All right. So we do live together. We share it. So there is a certain group I was with. That was about 5 years or 4 years ago. When I now see the casting a bandy on this their Christmas, I say, oh God, I'm not gonna touch any of this food. Upon the rice, so in Jesus, they first of all cast Jesus and ban Jesus inside the rice, and I resolve within my heart and never. I won't be a part of that. After they are casting about, my sister, food. I say, oh brother, don't bother. Okay, I've already, so I don't celebrate Christmas. I ran away because my heart justified me not to death. The casting about the word just so heavy that I couldn't handle that. But when you just cook it, I don't care whether your Christmas day, I didn't hear it, no bag, and you just put it on the floor. Sister, we are enjoying here. Okay, I will be a part. That is how I do it. When you cast a ban, no, I reject it. Okay, so that's how I'm doing mine. All right. So that's what it's talking about. Okay, now then I take it again. Where I am. Howbeit there is not in every man that knowledge. For some with conscience of the idol unto this hour it has a thing offer unto an idol. Yes, I did it. Okay. About 4 or 5 years ago, I did it. I see it was a thing that is really, really being dedicated unto the way they were casting and bandage Jesus. I said, no, I'm not going to be a part of this nonsense. The food is already be, polluted heavily. Demons sit inside. I can't, cause myself that pain. I ran away. Okay? And their conscience be weak is the fight. Now that I rejected it, if I force myself to do it, I'm going to receive harm. Okay? Because I see it as a fight for already. So I won't eat. Now 8. But meat condemns us not to Yahuwah. You eat, it can't do you nothing. For neither if we eat are we the better, neither if we eat not we are the worse. No, whether you eat, you are not better. Who doesn't eat, you are not worse. Just take people the way they are in this matter. But take heed, lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak. Did you get that? That is what he's talking about all through Romans 14, not for adulterers. If any man sit there which hath knowledge sit at meat in the idol's table, shall not the conscience of him which is weak be bonded to eat these things which are offered to idols? Okay, like I said already. So this is what he's talking about. Okay, through is talking about food sacrificed to idol, like I name it already, the food that is being sacrificed to idol in these days. I call it already in your Christmas. It is a food sacrifice to idol, but in some case I eat. If you don't cast a bundle, if you don't make it bororo igbararara, I go for it. When I see you make it bororo igbararara, the spirit of Jesus is inside. I said this one is heavy. It's heavily polluted. I won't. So that is how I go by my own. So, but if you also said, if you come to the true knowledge of Yahuwah, you say you are not eating, I won't judge you. And when you are there, I know how much you disgust it in your heart. For your sake, I won't eat. In order not to cost you, stumbling or become a stumbling block unto you and say, what kind of believer is this? You just say Christmas is the money. Why are you eating their food? So for that question to be erased from your heart, that is what it makes. So that I won't be sinning against you. Okay? So that's what he's talking about. No, not a case of idolatry. When he said to where the idolaters, they are not going to inherit the kingdom of Yahuwah, you don't justify, you demon, hypnotized, gullible, suleHELL followers. Shut up your mouth, okay? Alright now. 2 Timothy, we are still on the third part group who knew suleHELL did it, but they are saying you shouldn't, their quotation. That's what I'm also refuting over here to stop deceiving our brethren. 2 Timothy 2:24. And the servant of Yahuwah must not strive, okay, but be gentle unto all men, appear to teach patience. Okay, that is what I just said. When my brother is so concerned about these things, I say never, I will never defile myself with the food of idol because of him. If he's over there, I will also play that part. I'm not gonna eat. So it's a food sacrifice to idol. Okay, just for his own sake. For me, I know that I say when they make bararara bororo inside Jesus. That one is heavier. I run away. Okay, but if they just cooking normal food, I don't care in whose day or what day. Christmas, I don't care. If I want to eat with free conscience, I will just eat it. I bless my Father. I go my way. And if I hear you say berere inside, therefore I'm not going to be a part of it. So a servant of Yahuwah must be gentle. You must not strive. So when I know your faith is weak, you know that this way is for demons. You are there. I shouldn't strive with you at all. Okay? For the sake of your weak faith, I will honor and I will not eat. Okay, some is not going to see it also as an offense. Okay. Therefore, because you are not eating it, I'm not going to judge you. What the devil have food? The idol have food? Go away. Begin to castigate. I won't do that. Okay? Neither should you judge me. That is what he's talking about, people. Demon, hypnotize, suleDEVIL followers. Shut up your mouth. Okay? So let's check over here again. 1 Timothy 4. So what am I doing to demon, hypnotized, gullible, suleHELL, suleHELL followers? I'm just splinting your head, okay? I'm splinting your head, to pour in some common sense from the royal law. That's what I'm doing over here, so that you should keep that your mouth shut. Here I am, 1 Timothy. This is another place they are using to justify their wickedness. 1 Timothy 4, I take it from 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits. That is Jesus. Jesus is seducing spirit, okay? And doctrines thoughts of devils. That's correct. Speaking lies in hypocrisies, yes. having their conscience sealed with a hot iron, forbidding to marry, and command the listener to abstain from meats which Yahuwah hath created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. You see? Okay, for every creature of Yahuwah is good, and nothing to be refused if it is be received with thanksgiving. Okay, I know what he's talking about over here, but if Christians are the pork eating people, the very pork, they use this to justify eating pork, but they not forgot one thing of verses of 3. What did he say over there? Forbidden to marry, I'm not after that, and commanded to abstain from meat, because they said we are commanding them not to eat pork. You can be eating pork because you are pork people, which Yahuwah hath created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe. Listen, of them which believe and know the truth. What is the truth? What is the truth? When you eating this food, that like what I just explained, is still talking about the food sacrifice unto idol. That is what he's still talking about. That you eat it with thanksgiving because you know the truth. And what is the truth? We are going to look into what is the truth, so that you should not keep deceiving yourself. Okay, they use here to justify eating pork. Okay, now he said every creature of Abba Yahweh is good. Why can't you go and eat snake? Eat crocodile, rat, ant. Eat it with thanksgiving, okay? If human be evil, you can eat human skin, human flesh. And you say, I thank you, God. I speak for your God. Thank your God. For providing human flesh meat for you. Okay? Eat crocodile. Just eat all the abominable animal. Why are you not eating it? Who are eating it? I know some people hate snake. Why are you not eating it with thanksgiving? Eat human flesh, okay, with thanksgiving. All creature of Abba Yahweh is good. Therefore, be eating every meat or whatever that comes your way with thanksgiving. Gullible people. He's still talking about referring to food sacrificed unto idol, because idol have no food. You knows the truth. He is not saying that you should eat anything. Go and eat pork with thanksgiving, eat snake with thanksgiving, eat unclean animal with thanksgiving. He never said that. He said because you believe and you knows the truth. Let's see what the truth is. So right now, what is the truth? John 17:17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. You see, thy word is truth, because we believe thy word. What is this word? Thou shalt eat this and thou shalt not eat that. And who defies the temple of Yahuwah, him shall Yahuwah destroy. Okay? So that word is spoken word is truth. So there's a thing you need to take and there's a thing you don't need to take. You are not the owner of your body. Here I am, Psalm Tehali 119 verses 151. Thou art near, O Yahuwah, and all thy judgments, excuse me, I take it again. Thou art near, O Yahuwah, and all thy commandments are truth. Oh, it didn't say some. It said because you believe and you take it, you eat it in thanksgiving, in truth. It said all your commandments are truth. Yet another truth. Psalm Tehali 19, Psalm 19:9. The fear of Yahuwah is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of Yahuwah are true and righteous altogether. This is what truth is. His judgment, it has already passed on what you can do and what you cannot. That is his judgment. Okay? And it's true. Okay? And his commandments are all true. Yeah, this is what we call truth. And when you eat that food, meat, in thanksgiving, because you believe the truth, therefore it's not going to do you nothing. He's not speaking about you and go and be robbing from people, having sex everywhere, becoming a playman or a player, womanizer. No. That is filth. That is fallacy. Oh, that is filth. We don't do that. That is not what the royal law. It don't condone that at all. Here I am, First Maccabees 62-63. I read, but many in Israel stood firm and were resolved in their hearts not to eat unclean food. Okay, they choose to die rather than to be defiled by food or to profane the holy covenant, and they did die. Okay, so that was when you don't want to eat, that's fine. Okay, it's unclean food. Okay, if you said it's unclean, then it's unclean, don't go for it. Okay, check this out now. Daniel 1:8. But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. You see now, when there will be Alza being carried into Babylon, and he resolved within his heart that he's not going to be a part of that, full sacrifice until idol. Nebuchadnezzar was an idol worshiper. When you read through, you are going to see there always sacrifices. But Daniel said, I will not be a part of that. Okay, so now that Daniel said, I'm not going to do it, and other Yahweh is doing it, that he cannot judge them, and they also made not to judge Daniel for not eating it, because to him it's unclean. So I'm not going to do it. Okay, we also see the other part, Israel, that was also gracious bondage. They said they are not going to do it. They are rather die. Okay, it is settled if they don't do it. But the people that does it, that never make them better than they, or make the other one worse. That is what it meant. Okay. Now here I am, Ezekiel 4:30. In my own case, the reason why I eat, because scripture or prophecy or science needs to be fulfilled. It is a sign on us. When you read it all through, eating a defiled food, Abba Yahweh says a sign. This is how we are going to eat our bread. Let me read and stop talking. Ezekiel 4:13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, where I will drive them and be driven over here. So that's why sometimes, okay, everything is polluted. I just take with thanksgiving. I go my way. But sometimes I also resolve within my heart, this one they cast Jesus inside. No, I'm not going to be a part of that. But if I eat, it doesn't make no difference, okay? If someone does it, I have no right to judge, or nobody has no right to judge me. That is what that particular place meant, okay? So right now, I'm done with the first part, second part, and third groups, okay? Right now, the very last group there, we are going, and I'm so happy I'm about to be done. Excuse me. All right now, a suleWOMAN or suleHELL point finger at others, okay? Oyedepo slapped somebody. He said nobody talks. When Oyedepo slapped a girl, he said nobody take it the way people just rush after his own matter, because your own, you are deceiving the whole world. Oyedepo slap on somebody, that is also another folly of his, but your own is more ridiculous, okay? It's so outrageous that the proof is just so huge to be ignored, okay? And he also said Otobo here was being reported, killed somebody. That I will never heard of it. Okay, he said, yeah, nobody accuses him. Nobody. I didn't heard of that at all. Maybe you alone, your ear is hearing something somewhere. suleHELL, it's okay. And he's also pointing fingers at news agency and politicians backing up Stephanie up, to mess him up. He always point fingers, and you forgot your own rotten steak. Okay, now. Now, the first place or first case of this suleHELL, you said you never knew this girl. Where the case begin to talk. First time you said you never knew her, but you got arrested. And you say you never knew her, but you charged the case to the court. And you say you never knew her, you took the case from the first court that it was supposed to be judged into another court where you have grant to bribe people. And you say you never knew her. We heard from your own mouth that this girl is a stripper. You told the whole world that she was a stripper. Okay. And yet you say you never knew her. You keep saying, I've never seen none of her video. First, this is how suleHELL was defending him. He said, I never knew her. But you told us how wawa Stephanie is, that she's so ugly. But yet you claim you never knew her. Okay? So you already contradict yourself. You gave us, the strong ground or a dirty ground, to begin to look into the matter. And you prophesied last year that in 24 hours time, Marie is going to be disgraced indeed. Oh boy, suleBOY. There was nothing like that. Again, you prophesy saying 24 hours time the truth will be out. That is the video I'm going to be putting right now. But yes, the truth. You say it's going to be out within 24 hours, but that never happened. When you see that the truth refused to come out, the only truth I can say he come out there, that girl keep insisting you did it and bringing out proofs upon proofs upon proofs. When you now see that the proof was just too heavy on you, you now begin to say, yeah, she was a stripper, and I brought her from E, and I begin to support her, and so that she doesn't return back. Do you see Stephanie as a born again? No, she isn't at all. Okay? You say you never knew her. What about the frozen of her account? But yeah, you say you never knew her. And Stephanie now begin to make a big fool of you and say you thought you are frozen the account that has so much to reveal about you. But little did you know, you froze the wrong one. That was how she put it. And it was true, because I bet you were allowed it to happen. And we will still get pieces of evidence of truth about this matter. I know you're lazy. Maybe our thing is not, I don't know what happened to our thing that you are running away. Your torchlight don't want to light up over there. You want to be lighting up your torchlight is looking for. You should have teach her, because I know you are international man. You need sex, okay? You need international sex, not local. And you should have taught Lizzie how to be, giving it to you international sex, okay? Maybe Lizzie is still doing all those, all those grandmom. Stripper, she's Sabiam. And Lizzie can't go that far, okay, because her belly is so far. You should have just take her to the hospital and drill her those things, And, Daniella, okeke, what happened again? The back is unspeakable. You should also, put bam, bam. Cook your food and spread your bed wonderfully how you want to lay on it. You can do it. And right now, who exposed the truth is so huge to be ignored. Who exposed this girl? It was Stephanie exposed her of she being a part of the threesome. That is 2 women and 1 man. She exposed and said at a press conference when you got her arrested, she now said you also love threesome, that she's doing it with you. And that's all. Really? She said, yeah. Who is the next woman on her? She now called this lady's name, Nollywood actress Daniella, okeke. As soon as they went for verification if she is saying the truth, when they got there, what did they see? A brand. Okay. I laugh sometimes, but this is serious, okay? A brand Mercedes-Benz SUV GL 450. You bought that new car Benz for her 76,000 US dollar. When you go to Proverbs chapter 6, this is what Proverbs keep talking about. That you should stay far away from a strange woman, from the forbidden woman. But the very forbidden woman and strange woman, the Bible, the royal law warns you about, these are the very strange women you go after. What concerns you now with this wayward woman? What does you have? What does light? Oh, my father. He said, what does righteousness have to do with unrighteousness? He said you shouldn't be equally yoked. What is your name doing in a wayward woman? Oh, registration. Oh, my father. Plate number. As soon as they got there, they found your name. Register on the car. You bought it. You bought it for her. What happened? How did we know you did it? They say you also bought a house. Okay. I think I'm going to put the picture. So here is the house over there, and there is the car. suleWOMAN, her name was be found in this car. And how did you give it now to the whole world for us to know 100% you bought it? Overnight, as soon as that girl implicates Daniella, okeke, to be the very one you all are doing this wickedness upon, oh my Father, threesome together. A man of what? Oh, in fact, you are a man of dog. Overnight, as soon as people really went, they found your name over there. Oh, what happened the next day? Your name was being removed. So what do you want us to say? Your name disappeared overnight. We know you are well connected. What do you want us to say? So if you can do that overnight, you are telling me you cannot pay up Stephanie to lie? Oh, you did that overnight. You just get your name off the list overnight. But Yahuwah already disgraced you because a lot, the news already went far into the hell. It told into every part of your feet before you. It's like you should. Oh my Father, what does temple of Yahuwah has to do with the temple of darkness? Look at the woman they are portraying over here. Okay, now you know the very laptop and phone of Steffi that contain a lot of information about you. You now send your bodyguard to steal it, and they stole it away from her, so that the proofs, won't be revealed. But here is how heaven is going to do it now. So I make your followers know already what we are here for. So you will see how heaven is going to do it. You shut everything down already. You won the case, by buying her off. But that one, she's also going to receive a judgment because you cannot lie to us. That is what we are going to prove now. And the royal law make it so clear. Matthew 7:6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs. Neither cast ye your pearls before swines. They are unclean. Lest they trample them under their foot and turn against you and tear you into pieces. And did you see how Stephanie did that? Even though before you shut her mouth, because you knew she have your manhood. She said when you now gave her something to drink, with that, she now begin to understand that you are a liar and you are a deceiver. That is when she now begin to keep all this recording. In case you fumbled, in case you messed, so that she will use it against you. Because she told you she was pregnant for you, immediately you invite her down to Nigeria, and you go to the hotel, and you gave her something to drink, juice. All of a sudden, she now begin to see blood. And there is a proof. She brought a proof. This is not being done in Nigeria. Why she returned back to Canada and they really saw it. She miscarried. You want us to ignore those things? Exactly just the way she says it. That was it. And we'll see the bank account transfer from your account straight to her. Not the black ones she did. She have huge proofs. Even though it's just 2 or 3. And we'll also see the chatting. FaceTime chatting your wife, your gullible wife. Oh, the very Jezebel said it was Photoshop. You call that Photoshop? I'm gonna put it.
Okay, guys. I like to just get facts. A lot of guys said this picture was photoshopped. It's not in her phone. Well, this is actually from her phone. This is the actual Snapchat,
FaceTime.
The FaceTime, okay, and you can see the date on it. Let me try to zoom into the date. Okay, yeah, I got the date now. This is Wind. Wind is a network here in Canada, and this was taken at 1:48 p.m. on.
Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one has
2016.
Okay, so this is 2016.
10 month.
Yeah. So you guys can see it very clearly, and these are different pictures. It's not. And then I'm actually here with Stephanie, and I'm going to show you her face, so you guys know it's for real. Okay.
Okay. Now, what do you have to say? Are you still going to call that a Photoshop? Lizzie is so gullible. Instead of you to stand and let your husband know this is not right, he needs to stop it. You said it's Photoshop. A Photoshop with dates, on face chat time. Oh, Proverbs 6. My son, if thou be shortly for thy friend, if thou hast striking their heart with a string. Oh, where am I going to read? I think I missed it. Yes, I'm supposed to read 5. Okay. My son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thy ear to my understanding. This is King Solomon. You know, he once met up with these strange women in his life that he was on. He's not doing this nonsense you are doing, okay? He's only, we just bring them openly. That was why the royal law labored and named and called the numbers of his wife 1,000 women. 700 were married, okay? He paid their bed price, okay? And 300 concubines, right in his own palace, okay? He's not doing this business you are doing. Plema, suleBOY. So he have PhD. He's a professor when it comes to this. So he said, now bow down your ear. Let me talk to you from my own experience. Strange women, it was into death. Huh? Verses 2, thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. This strange woman, what is he talking? Lips. What comes from our lips? She have laws. She have authorities. She speaks. Okay? She speaks. Her lips utter words, and you fall into it. But her end fall is better and is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a double-edged sword. What was the end between you now, Stephanie, otobo? Is it not cause you bitterness? Of course not, because you deserve it. For her feet goes down to death, her steps take hold on hell. That is her way. If you read it all, you are going to be talking. He keep repeating, strange woman, stay away now. Lest thou give thy honor unto others, and thy yes unto the crew. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a strange woman. Buy a car of 76,000 US dollar. Are you not telling me there is no people in need among you? In your congregation, in your auntie over there, or in Edo State also, or in Nigeria, there is no poor people at all, that you have done all and all. Therefore, you not extend your kindness to the wayward people. If that was true, you still need not to do it. Stephen, a Canadian citizen, you not begin to lavish money into our account. You call that a help. She's not running you, no service of any kind. And you want us to believe, whereby there are some in your congregation, I see the veil in their face so strong and push out from there. You will know right away these ones, they are suffering. You couldn't see those ones. And some guys came from Libya. How much did you offer them? You only offer, they said over dozens. It could be 20. I don't think it's 22 or 24. They should have said 2 dozen. Okay? Over a dozen. It could be 20. It could be 18. Okay? You only offer them for just 4 million naira. How much do you want them to share? And some people normally when they are going to borrow about 300,000, 400,000 to make that journey. You now gave them fufu without no soup. But meanwhile, you now carry about 31 million naira to buy a car for a strange woman. You spend more than 50 million for stuff in otobo. But here you couldn't establish, even those that came out from the land of the death, from Libya, you couldn't set up a big thing that they are going to be living for all their life. You couldn't do that. Rather, you say, take this, go and share it among you. You say you have done something. Really? Okay, now. And I don't know what is, driving you away from your own country that you now also went to go and buy American citizen. Okay? You bought, and maybe I'm also going to put that picture, American citizen. Whereby there are a lot of souls, you just want to get the whole world. What is it going to profit you to get the whole world and lose your soul? You bought American citizen with $1 million. I don't know, you are going to be spending more than that because investor green card, that will cost you $1 million US. Okay? That is, you will just boost. You pay $1 million. This is how it goes. Okay, if you have money, you go to you just pay $1 million into the US, you know, economy. That is to boost their economy. Not that they are bringing no interest to you. That is called investor. And as soon as you did that, they are going to give you green card right away. suleHELL wasn't so. suleHELL paid $1 million. Rather, he was not awarded US citizen, him and his family. So which means he has paid so much. Because for you to acquire green card through investor, therefore you need to pay $1 million US. Therefore you get right away that green card. Just last year over here, I don't know how he did it. I don't know how much he paid. When he did it, right away that makes him and his family citizen. And we know all these tricks. Maybe you pay far more than what they requested in order for you to get the whole world. I don't know what is chasing because you have spoiled Nigeria now. You want to run to the US. Now you want to become the citizen of the US. All these practices this man is doing. Where did you found it in the royal law? Where? All the 12 apostles. Where did they get that? Did you found? Because you are the apostles of the devil. That is why you just want to make yourself comfortable. You don't even care about others. Lavishing money upon women. You know, living so extravagantly. Robbing from the poor. Using it to feed your emptiness. Okay. Now to the Stephanie Otobo, who sold herself out for evil, to keep deceiving the people of the book. By justifying this animal, you just take whatever you found from it, okay? Because judgment, like we see already, would begins in the household of Abba Yahuwah. So before the words of conclusion, let us watch some clip this demon did, because two of them, you are demons now. So just listen now.
Hi everyone, my name is Chidi.
And today's date is the 21st of June 2017. Hello everybody, my name is Stephanie. A video was just done. So that video was done by my manipulators to have something against me in case whenever I try to say the truth.
Honestly, Stephanie Otobo was at the point of committing suicide, period. If there's one thing we need to let out here, we need people to know. She was at the point, she was so scared. Kneeling down and apologizing to his wife.
We came to meet Stephanie last year after she came back from her ordeal in Nigeria, and we reached out to her for spiritual and emotional support. We want to use this medium to thank everybody that has been praying, everyone who prayed.
I think this is not important. Let me cut it off.
We were happy to see Stephanie recover from her state of complete brokenness and suicidal disposition and get back on track. And
we helped her produce a music album because it was always her heart's desire to sing.
Now, way back in a couple of months ago, quite some months ago, that was the last time we made physical contact with Miss Stephanie Otobo. During this period, she expressed a lot of concern about her situation, and the case that was coming up in Nigeria. She was actually on her way to Nigeria.
Yes,
And after that, we never made contact with her. She never reached out to us. We didn't know the outcome of their trip to Nigeria. We tried to call her, but we discovered that our phone lines were blocked.
Yeah.
The other contact she made with us was once in November when she called, and we asked her what is going on. Is everything okay? We were so worried about you. And she said, yes, everything is okay. That was it until this video that just surfaced now. Now, the last time when she was here,
yes,
remember,
because she expressed a lot of fear for her upcoming trip to Nigeria, she requested we make a video, shoot a video. She had some things to say,
and so we shot a video, and that is the video that we're about to show you now. And the other reason, because she had said, hey Chidi, I want to shoot this video now because I don't know what's going to happen in future, but if anything begins to go in a way that is not very clear, please release this video. So we're just trying to honor her wish and release this video right now. The other reason why we're releasing this video is that right after the video of Mr. Stephanie Otobo's confession came out, we came and did a video and we say that we are surprised, we don't know anything about it, but we're going to inform you guys as the things unfold. After that video, I got a text, a very long text. I'm not going to bore you with it, but a part of the text was of a very big concern to me, and it says, we've gotten reports from Yvonne and friends from Canada over your alleged persuasion and desperate mountain of pressure on them to come to your studio and make videos that are demeaning to the personality of the man of God. Well, this is something I take seriously. I have already forwarded this text to my lawyer, and we'll see where that goes. That long text ended with a statement that is also of very great concern, and I need to read that statement. It says that, and just a piece of information, Stephanie has made serious confessions which have been video recorded concerning you, your roles, and your participation in the whole saga over there. Once you release any other controversial video that is suggestive of any negative expression, I might not be able to stop the people here from posting some videos too. These videos indict you so much. Well, I take this thing seriously, and I think it is time we stop playing these games. We owe Nigerians, we owe the whole world the truth. So if there are any truths, any hidden truths that have been confessed against me, I challenge you to produce those videos so that we can get over this thing. It's unfortunate that we should be playing with people's lives when Christianity in Nigeria is going through a hard time, when there's a lot that we should be focusing on as Christians. And so please, I ask you to watch this video with a very, very unjudgmental mind. Watch the video from a very unbiased position, and then draw your conclusions for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello everybody, it's me, Stephanie Otobo. First of all, I want to keep saying thank you to those that are supporting me out there. I'm going to keep thanking you, and I hope you will keep supporting me. God bless you. I just want to pass this by the whole world. So maybe when you'll be watching, I don't know when you're going to be watching this, but I'm just doing this video for the future purpose. And today's date is the 21st of June 2017. So you guys know what's been going on with the new year. This sauce, Apostle Jesus Suleman. So like he's been calling my lawyers to get to me, you know, and he's been using other people to call me from America, from Europe, from all over the world, even my own family, even my own mother. I even think he's threatening her because the way she's acting, I don't even understand. It's crazy how nobody in Nigeria can actually talk to this man. And I know I'm not the one dealing with this guy because he thinks he can just end me somehow. He keeps doing this. This whole case is supposed to be ending and dying down right now, at least for the Christian faith. But as a man of God, they're supposed to be showing good examples. He is telling me to come and make a video to lie that it's because of the to apologize to make a video saying that I was lying and I was saying he wasn't saying that
controversial priest to the consternation of church members who apparently didn't know it was all scripted.
Do you see why I said I can handle all things except but one, lies? To bind me with a cord of deceit? Right now, what is Steffi saying, like you heard from other clip already, is not called Chidi, a manipulator. He said that she now said Chidi was the one who manipulated her to do that video. That is why Stephanie got her own judgment, okay? Because you went too far. There's how you can lie, but in this case, you did this intentionally. Every other one you have been doing all these years, flirting around married man, you should have been forgiven, because that one you did it, you don't even know what you were doing. You don't know exactly what you were doing, but this one you knew actually. In fact, you did this intentionally, all in the name of money. You went there and said, look at what this guy is asking of you. You even said, I don't know how far suleHELL is going to go trying to get this from me. The matter is so clear. When truth is being spoken, you don't struggle at all. You understand this is real. But when you turn it the other way around, that is where the problem is. So right now, we go to the first point, second point, third. We are on the last point. The royal law commands us to do that, because we are the mouth of Abba Yehovah. We are spoken. That is, we are speaking the minds of Abba Yehovah. Your guilt and your wickedness is going to be upon your own head. That's what Yahushua said. We should dust our feet against you and let you know when peace is being taken away from you. What happened? What? You get the opposite, okay? So right now, when you went to Nigeria to do that wickedness, because you were supposed to go to court on Monday, okay? Even on Friday, you said in the court, because you are returning back to the court on Monday, okay? Was to On Monday was the yes, on Monday was for the case to be, examined and looked into properly. And you even begged them to examine the manhood, the penis or suleHELL that you have. Even you wanted to show it in the show of Chidi. Chidi now said, no, that would be too horrible. Keep it to yourself. Because they are all on your phone. You say immediately contaminate that pregnancy, you now begin to do, to do a record and begin to keep all this. The case if fumbled, you will use it and give things. And you have really done well, because we want all these wolves in sheep clothing to be exposed. Okay? But now, what did you do on Friday? Only on Saturday morning, because just or 2 days for you to go to the court. What did you do? You now return back to your vomit. And you now begin to do something that is so forbidden before heaven. You now begin to defy the presence of Yahuwah. You now begin to lie, to deceive the elect again. You now begin to help the wicked to prosper in their wickedness. You now begin to prosper suleHELL, to keep doing this wickedness. Abba Yahuwah, heaven, Yahuwah must have wanted to use it to kill this Goliath. Because you have the few proof in your hand. It was so real and so authentic, undisputable. But what did you do? You not give in to him, or in, I know he put. Oh, Rababa Shandayaba. Yes, money is the root of all evil. This is some. This is how heaven wanted to use you, small thing, foolish things of this world, to fool the wise. Weak thing, because you are weak compared to Suleman. You are weak in every aspect of life. But heaven was there for you to use it to kill Goliath. You are so weak before Suleman. You are so foolish before Suleman. But he said, I'm going to use the foolish things of this world to fool the wise. This is the assignment, Abba, because Suleman has been doing it and just, get away with it. Abba, you want to say your end has come. He wanted to use the foolish things of this world to fool this one that said he was strong. All the weak things. All the foolish things. But what did he do? You now also had Sodom and Gomorrah, pig or pork that you are. You now begin to eat feces. Okay? And buy you off to change the story. What is the problem over here? Now, what did you do? Once being a snake will always be a snake. You now said that Chidi, you now call Chidi your helper, the one that was there for you in your darkest hour when the whole world was falling and coming upon you. These are the family that stood by you. What did you do? Once a snake will always be a snake. You are a snake. You are a serpent. That is why you bite them. You not bite the finger that fed you. When the whole world was engaged, so this family took you as their own body. They was trying to reach out to scriptures. Be your brother's keeper. When everyone was castigating you. But this family never do you no wrong. They never do you no bad. What did you do? A snake. When, found a snake on the road, be hit down or knocked down by a car, you say, oh, sorry. You take that snake in your house and you treat that snake. Guess what? As soon as that snake is healed, the first person to bite, it is you that reach out to his snakes. Exactly what you did. Now, what did you say? In a suleHELL Kovu, you said you met with some powerful politicians and a powerful pastor that paid you huge amount of money, to blackmail your leader in destruction. Okay, that words came from your own mouth. Powerful leader, politicians and pastor. In Nigeria, that is where you went to make your song, last year. And this time you haven't even met Chidi. You don't even know Chidi, even there at all. You never even met him. Okay? When you went to Nigeria, you never even knew Chidi. Chidi never even knew you either. When this politician pay you huge amount of money to blackmail your father in destruction, or your leader of destruction, suleHELL, you never knew Chidi. Chidi have never even come in contact with you. When they paid you that money, was Chidi there? Of course not. When the pastor said, do it like this, was he there? No, you never even knew him, and he never even knew you. That is what you said by your own word. Last year, they paid you this amount of money. Chidi wasn't there. Now you have that fear already that in case this thing gets tough or your Suleman beat you against your wish, he should release this video. That is why you now wait. Even Chidi said, even before he himself began to communicate with you, he never did it illegal. He said he contacted your lawyer and God speaks to your lawyer and said he want to have a word with you, and your lawyer not give him go ahead. And that was how he began to come. You take the bribe already, like you said, they bribed to you. You took the money already, if that was true. I know you are lying, okay? Chidi wasn't there. Why are you not saying now that video was done by your manipulator to use against in case you ever come out to say the truth? Oh, my father. Once being a snake, you will always be a snake. You are a snake. That is why you turn against the finger that fed you. That is why your judgment has become so, unbreakable. Now, what is next now in town? Come, don't be fooled, okay? Don't be fooled at all. Waiting for this guy to call names. There's no name to be called. suleHELL agent released video already. And I said, I think I'm going to put it so you hear it by yourself. This game, heaven is the one to conclude it all. Because you have been making fool of us, all of you. But your judgment is right here.
Hello, my name is Obi West Uchechukwu. Still on Stephanie Otobo's saga. In regard to the latest video which Stephanie Otobo uploaded, where she boldly said that she is fed up with the manipulations of her sponsors and that she is going to mention the names of her sponsors, those behind the whole game, in the court and not on social media. There has been a report that her life is under threat. They are threatening to assassinate her because she has vowed to expose them when the court date comes up. And you would recall that last Tuesday, according to a report, the magistrate who is handling the case
I laugh at you. What are they saying? That is, don't expect Stephanie to call name. Because there is no name for her to be called. There isn't name at all. Because all this thing was a script, just being played. They are at a movie. So that is what they are saying now. That man is an agent of suleHELL. He have agent everywhere. Okay? So these are the part of the group that said, touch not. He never did it. So that is what they are letting you know now that you shouldn't, okay? That her life is under threat. They want to assassinate her. Oh, my father. The very moment you didn't call their name right in the cover where you went to confess, that is where Anna knew everything is being scripted. That is not true. That is where Anna knew, because when you point out suleHELL from 2016 or last year, excuse me, you just called his name. You wasn't afraid at all. You just point out his name. But now you're not going to, the cover. You just said pay some politician, some powerful pastor pay you huge amount of money. And to do that, and you refuse to call their name. That is when I begin to know you are a gold digger. You are just a liar. You are digging the grave with your own grave with your own hands. Because assuming there were people like that, it is one time you will call their name. If that thing was true, it is one time you will put their name without no delay. Because you never delayed when you were bringing out proofs upon proofs, when you were calling Justice suleHELL your sex mate. You never delayed. You never close and bend your mouth at all. So when you refuse to mention names over there that day, they are not new. These people, they thought they are speaking to a fool. So right now, that is what, because I was really expecting, I want to hear that name. But right now, suleHELL agent has already announced to you and me that we shouldn't be expecting no names at all. That there is no name, because our life now is under threats, okay? They said they want to assassinate her. If that were true, if that confession you did was really genuine from Abba Yahuwah in heavens, let me give you a word of Abba Yahuwah for that. Here I am, Proverbs 16, verses 7. When a man's ways please Yahuwah, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. All right. If that prophecy were real, excuse me, that confession was real, like as you claimed, and this the gullible follower also demon hypnotized people also believe it. Therefore, you shouldn't be having no fear. And Abayowa said, I will make even all these politicians and those powerful pastors to be at peace with you. Rather, they will be afraid. Begging you, don't call our name. Okay, just go. We don't have anything. Okay? They will just be at peace with you. Okay? Because your words, that confession was demonic and satanic. That is why you said now you are afraid. Your life is under threat. And they say you are not going to continue, or the court, whatever, is not going to continue. But I don't know what they are going to continue at court, because suleHELL won the case already. There's nothing to. What are you going to? Okay, to call the names. There is no name to be called. Be read to yourself. Oh. So here, right here, 1 Peter chapter 3, yeah, verses 13 or so. Because you can't fool us anymore. Okay, this way your ways. Okay, I read 1 Peter 3:13. And who is he that will harm you? If be followers of that which is good. Who is going to harm you? When you follow that, if you be the followers of that which is good, he said there's no one will harm you. Okay, he said the wicked flee where no one pursueth. No one is running after you. You just keep running because you are wicked. Okay? Because there is no name to be called. Because you, suleHELL, scripted that confession for you. So that was why you now say your life is under threat. Not that we heard it from you, but the agent of suleHELL reported that news to us, because the whole world was really waiting for you to call name, because you vow. You say, not that you vow, you say, of course, for those of you that is asking me, the names of the politicians or the pastor, you say, yes, I will do that at court. Only for us to hear now that your life is under threat. They want to assassinate you. You not forgot all this powerful confession when Abayowa wanted to use it to put that Goliath that sit upon the people of the book's heads. It sat upon their heads. Rather, you now also return back to your vomit. So for doing that, Stephanie, you are under condemnation. Okay. So Stephanie Otobo, here is your judgment. You ran away. You don't want to be persecuted, and I should nothing, because what you did is not real. You are a betrayer. You know how betrayer dies? Go and check that out. Acts of Apostle, chapter 1, how Judas Iscariot died. Betray or backstabbing the finger that fed you. Exactly what you did to Chidi that was there for you in your darkest hour. Because you are a serpent. You not turn against him and bite him. And call him now manipulators. So you have done wickedly, because when you make your confession, you never said Chidi was there. You never knew him in the first place. I never knew you. You don't even what knew him. Here I am now for your judgment. We see the first category, first set of groups. We see the second set of groups, and we have already saw the third set of group. Now the first set of groups that believe that you were being paid, that suleHELL did it. That is the very party I belong. And this party we are being commanded to do. It said, because men of Nineveh will rise up in judgment and condemn you and suleHELL for trying to deceive the whole world. That is what you said. That is what you said. He's trying to make you lie to the whole world, to do this evil. You say you're not going to be a part of it. Unfortunately, you did the opposite. Now, this is your punishment here on earth. Abayowa said, I shall decree a thing, and it shall come to pass, and it shall be established. It will be established, and the light of heaven will shine over it. Because you have grieved my spirit by giving in and collect bribe and begin to say, calling people that even helped you manipulators. twisted the truth. You sell away the truth. You sold the truth away. Now broadcasting lies. I hate such people with all passion. Deuteronomy 28 verses 61. Also every sicknesses, listen now, here is your judgment. Also every sicknesses and every plagues which is not written in the book of this law, then will Yahuwah bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. So what are the sickness that is not written, like Ebola? It's not written in the royal law. Okay. So your sickness is going to be for you, because the truth, is going to be revealed. We are after the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. It didn't say we should cast a bet in this matter, but we need to know the truth. Okay? If you don't if you are Islam, I will pick no interest at all. If you don't touch our book, I will pick no interest at all. But our book is in your hands, which means our people is under your voice, and under the voice of suleDEVIL. That is why we are doing this. Okay? Now, like we see already, we are being commanded to do it. And I'm doing it by the authority of all heaven. Therefore, Steffi, now to 3 months, you are going to be struck by Yahuwah. This is your sentences from the heavenly courtroom, okay? You are going to be struck down with these diseases called acromegaly. Do you know what that is? Acromegaly. What it is? Swelling of the body. You are going to be horrible. From the crest of your hair down to the sole of your feet, you are going to be swelling and swelling and swelling and swelling in Yahuwah's mighty name until you confess the truth. That is going to be your punishment in Yahuwah's mighty name. Now, to 3 months' time, the whole world is going to know that Yahuwah is in our midst. You are going to confess to the whole world that you just told a lie. Okay? That is your judgment. Acromegaly diseases, that is swelling of the body, is not being jotted down in the book of the law. It said, but the one that is not written, the plagues is coming upon you. Why? Because you did wickedly. Ebola is not written over there. Well, it came upon people. You see how it destroys people's life. Acromegaly, swelling of the body, is not written, but that is what the judgment heaven packs on you. That is the judgment Abeyowa packs on you for doing this wickedness when you know the truth so well. When you have a pieces of truth so clear and so unique and so authentic, you not go around, to deceive the whole world, to do this wickedness, and you think you are going to go free. You said, this is what she said. He said that video was done by my manipulators, in case I ever said the truth, so that they will use it against me. He said she don't want the case to continue anymore. She just did that for the peace of her mind. I don't care under the thing you were under, if your ways is pleasing to heaven. He said it's going to make all your enemy, to have peace with you, because your ways is satanic. That is why you give in the first place. Okay? Or you run away because you don't have a name to call. That is where clear to the whole world now. Now, you now say you're manipulators. If you say you did this for you to have peace, there's no peace for the wicked, because you did wickedly, there won't be peace for you, okay? And you now say something that even though you are right or you are wrong, we should leave you for God, as you call it. I'm going to call it also God judgment. So this is the judgment. That is what you said. After you have said the nasty things, that that video was being done by your manipulators, in case you ever come out to say the truth, therefore they will use it against you, whereby you were the one who asked for it. Okay? You even quote the date. That was last year. You now said again, even though if you are right or wrong, because you know you are wrong, you said we should let you be for God himself to judge you. So that is the judgment of heaven I declare to you today. You are going to be struck down by this disease called acromegaly. Within 3 months, the whole world is going to know Yahuwah holds the earth. He controls the earth, not suleHELL or you. Okay? Your life cannot move us anymore. Your lives cannot control us anymore. You are a snake. You can't keep biting anymore. This, if you can, if you, or you can type all these things on YouTube. You're gonna, she's cursing suleHELL over here. If you see cursing this guy, we are releasing upon suleHELL that he did it. Now you are telling us crap after all those huge proof evidence. Okay, now this judgment goes for suleHELL again. I know these people know how to seduce people, like I said in the first clip. I don't care, because I know suleHELL have agent. You see their agent is on Facebook, it's everywhere, Instagram, on YouTube, everywhere. And they always love to follow people up to listen to your message. There's this lady, I don't know whether it's your wife or not, I don't care, because every single information about your wife, Lizzie, the orgasm, is found there. That on her birthday, the skill you built for her as a birthday gift was be uploaded. Every single thing you are doing on your Sunday, Sun Gas Madness, is being uploaded in this very Facebook I'm talking about. She has been there for years now. So how many years now? I don't care either. Okay, this lady has been saying God say, and God say she always do prophecy like her husband. She always pray like her husband, prophesy nonsense. So this woman keep ravaging my inbox, keep saying God said this and God said that. I said, this woman, you listen to my message. Why are you trying to belong? Why are you trying to suit yourself to where you did not belong? I keep ignoring her. I've never ever for once replied her. So when she now said, I always ignore her, what did she did? This is how they are seducing people. Now she now put in my inbox, that was the last message, that, you know, message always come from our gods. Our gods always give a message for my enemy. Then she now said that our gods, usual as our gods always send her message, but yeah, that our gods is so stupid, because I never reply you for once. Okay, that she should buy me a car. Okay, when I look at it, I said, what is this woman's problem? Is this how they are shutting people's mouth, or what is she trying to convey? To let me know that her husband you buy that car or bought that car for Daniella okeke? For what reason? Why are you proving so hard? I ignore her because silence is the best answer given to a fool. And I said, what is she all about? Is this how they are buying people's off? Because without no atom of that, those person might have listened to my message of castigating suleHELL. Now they want to shut me down and say they want to buy me a car. I don't know if I ever report one day that I am in a need of car or in a need of a thing. No, I haven't. I'm so content with what my father gave to me for now. Okay? So when I checked, I said, hey, so this is how they are seducing people. So because you cannot eat somebody's food and still keep batching on that person. If I've said, okay, I need a car like this, because some people also come to share testimony on our wall. This is the car Lizzie car she bought for them. And I said it was also that, I think it was last year over here. I showed that message to about 4 or 5 people. Maybe a time will come, I'm going to print it out. I don't know how they are doing it. Maybe a time will come, if I still have their time. If I've by your wife visit this rat with the hunger of his fierceness, therefore maybe I'm going to print it out. Maybe by then somebody might have helped me how to do it, if there is any reason for that. Oh, and I said, really, is this what they are doing over here? Is this all court? Why is your agent everywhere trying to defend you so hard? Okay, now, like I give judgment on a suleHELL in the first clip. Again, I repeat that same judgment because I saw a lot of attacking the volume for that judgment not to be held. Right now, I'm repeating the again. suleHELL for doing this wickedness. The judgment is that you're going to run mad after you have confessed the truth, how you scripted that testimony, therefore you will lose your sanity. And Daniel chapter 4 validates your judgment. You know, Nebuchadnezzar was a wicked king, but yet he came out, you know, being restored. But for yours, there is no restoration. Okay, because why? Nebuchadnezzar was not a man of God. He was an idol worshipper. But you claim you carry our book, you enslaving my brothers and sisters under your voice. That is why you will not get sanity. And now the judgment of Lizzie, the very Jezebel of these days, who is killing people for her husband to, to prosper in wickedness. Here is your judgment. It also goes like that of Stephanie. Acromegaly will before Lizzie. Lizzie is going to be swelling and swelling and swelling and swelling until she reveals how they scripted that game they play for us, that testimony in Yahuah's mighty name. Then the end of totality, Lizzie and our husband, let's take it now from the Acts of Apostle, their very end. That is second death, okay? Because you lied. You lied. No mercy. No mercy. No mercy at all. Because Proverbs chapter 5 makes it so clear unto you, you should be ravaged with the wife of your youth. It said, for the ways of man are before the eyes of Yahuwah, and he pardoned all his goings. All your ways is before heaven. You see, suleHELL, you bought your way out of the courts. You bought your vindication with money, okay? But on the white judgment throne, you are not going to do that. You are going to face reality. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holding with the cord of his sin. He shall die without instruction. That's it. Okay, now we'll go to Acts of Apostle, your father. That is second death. I'm declaring upon you and your wife Lizzie. Here on earth, Lizzie, suleman is going to romance. That one is settled. And Lizzie is going to be also having acromegaly, swelling of the body, without cure. Okay, as it saith, judgment will begin in the household of Yahuwah. This is the danger in it. This is the danger is, I can also say something. Suleman did not come, or suleHELL, they didn't come to know about Yahuwah, his ways, his laws, rules. No, it didn't come. A regulation, it didn't come. To be a pastor is the quickest way now to make money, he's a Muslim, he was a Muslim. Okay? So, he didn't come to know the true Yahuwah of the Bible. He only come to make money. Okay, you see how he's making the money? Buy citizenship. Over, I don't know how much you paid, but it's everywhere. It is $1 million to get green card. But now that you get citizenship, you can type it. I forgot to put I wanted to also add the picture. I think I will do that, maybe. Or you can also type it, Suleman Award citizenship in South California. South California, yes. It was being awarded. And you took twinkling of an eye. Citizenship, really? Yeah, you might have paid huge amount of money, because to get the green card, that is investor. Therefore, you need to pay $1 million US. But you get a passport, citizenship. You and your family. You want to run out from Nigeria because you killed Nigeria already. You know Nigeria is irreparable. You want to run away. Yes, your judgment. Okay, now here is this picture where he was being awarded citizenship. That was last year, overnight. Okay, he might have paid huge amount of money, more than what they requested. Okay, here I am, Acts of Apostle 4. This is another verse or scripture. The demon hypnotized and gullible followers of suleDEMON is also used it to justify. They will just pick one verses and run away with it and begin to make doctrine out of it. It doesn't work that way. Okay, I take note 34. Neither was there any among them that lacked, for as many as were possessor of lands or houses sold them and brought the pieces of the things that were sold and laid them down at the apostles' feet. And listen now, if they want to justify, they will go to 37. They will just read 37. What happened to 34? And the statement start from 34. While the money was being laid in the feet of apostles, they will just ignore all those facts and just read only 37 and run away with. Oh my Father, these people, they are really demonized. And laid them down at the apostles' feet. And distribution was made unto every man according as he had a need. Every man. Okay? So they will ignore all those facts And read only 37. Having land, sold it, and brought the money, and laid it at the apostles' feet. This is all they can read. When you're talking about suleHELL, living extravagant life with the money of the poor, that will just read only this. No, those that have property, they sold it. Okay? Those that have house, they sold it. Why did they do that? Here I am now in chapter 6. Listen now. They were giving to the poor. And in those days, chapter 6, Acts of Apostles 6, verses 1. And in those days, when the number of the disciples was multiplied, there arose a murmuring of the Grecians against the Hebrews, because their widows were neglected in the daily ministration. That is food. And the 12 called the multitude of the disciples unto them. I said, it is not reason that we should leave the word of Yahuwah and serve tables. Wherefore, brethren, look ye out among you 7 men of honest report, full of the Ruach HaKodesh and wisdom, whom we may appoint over this business. That is charity. That is giving to the poor. And that, you see, the apostles were so busy that some were widow was not getting food. So this was being reported. Then the apostles now said, okay, let's be doing it this way. It's like the work will be too much, so that we shouldn't neglect the word of Jehovah. Because of, for right now, let's choose 7 men that's going to handle that part. Anybody that sold the field, brought the money to these 7 men, said that is of honest. Don't use it to buy private jet, okay? Don't use it to buy, American citizenship. Distribute it to the poor, those that came from Libya. You have the you have the right to set them up. They are not even up to 100, maybe 20 or 80, I don't know, because they said over a dozen. Assuming it was 24, they should have said 2,000. Okay, you have the obligation to really make these people, as they came back from death to life, to make them live a good life, since they have the opportunity to meet with you. What did you do? If they are 20s, which means they are going to be having maybe 200,000 naira. What does that for? Some borrowed 400,000 K. Okay, they borrowed 400,000 naira. They are saying debt. That is giving somebody fufu without soup. That was the kind of useless help. Meanwhile, you use about 31 or 32 million naira buying a car for a wayward and a forbidding and a strange woman. 76,000 US dollar. So you gullible and demon hypnotized suleHELL follower, try to read our book in a very respectful way and stop deceiving yourself. Stop quoting Acts of Apostles 4:37. They sold their houses and they sold their land for the sake of the boy. Said no one was having need at all. They were all okay. All right. So now the final judgment, which is the second death upon suleHELL and Lizzie the Ohorezi, the Jezebel, here is their final destination. But Acts of Apostles chapter 5, you can take it from 1 way down to 11. But a certain man named Ananias, with Sapphira his wife, sold a portion and kept back part of the price, his wife also being, aware to it, and brought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. We don't take nonsense, okay? We hate demon-possessed people. If you are not ready to come out of it, we hate you with all passion. If you are ready to let go, we'll show you the love of Abba Yahuwah. Now listen and see what my apostle did. My innovator. Out of Apostle now 5, I read 3. Now, Kepha, the one you call Peter, said, Ananias, why hath Satan filled thy heart to lie to the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, and to keep back part of the price of the land? While it remained, was it not thy own? And after it was sold, was it not in thy own power? Why hast thou conceived this thing in thy heart? Okay, thou hast not lied unto me, but unto Yahuwah. 5. Ananias, hearing this word, fell down and gave up the spirit, and great fear came upon all them that heard these things. Now 6. And the young man arose, wandered him up, and carried him out and buried him. And it was about the space of 3 hours after When his wife, not knowing what was done, came in, and Kepha answered unto her, Tell me whether ye sold the land for so much. And she said, Yea, for so much. Then Kepha said unto her, How is it that ye have agreed together to tempt the Holy Spirit of Yahuwah? Behold, the feet of them which have buried thy husband are at the door, and shall carry thee out. Then she fell down straight away, and at his feet, and hid the spirit. And the young man came in and found her dead, and carried her forth, buried her by her husband. And great fear came upon all the congregation, upon as many as heard these things. This is judgment of suleHELL and his wife Jezebel suleHELL, the very unholy. And this death I'm talking about, it is eternal. That is second death. I declare upon you and your husband, okay, for lying. You are not lying unto us. You know your husband scripted that testimony. You are not lying unto us, but you are lying to Yahuwah, and Yahuwah said, I'm not going to handle that. I'm not going to take that, because this is going to brings about destruction to his people. So this is the fear that is going to fall upon the whole world after Abba Yahuwah has really humbled these three people. Stephen Otobo is going to be swelling. I'm not declared second death upon Stephen Otobo. I'm not declared second death, but for suleHELL and his wife, I declare second death, okay? Let Abba Yahuwah conclude the final destination of Stephanie Otobo. Abba Yahuwah is the one to do that conclusion. But for these two animals that knows too well, you don't play games with Abba Yahuwah. You don't do that. Money is being contributed unto you. What did you use it to? You are using it to live extravagant life, buying citizenship, whereby there are someone in Nigeria, even in your own street, in Nigeria, even in your own in your own convocal church, don't even have 1 meal square a day. You don't mind. You keep lavishing the money upon prostitute and living extravagant life, buy yourself a U.S. citizenship, whereby the poor. The reason why the tithe and offering, even though it's not food, but offering, like what we say, this is love offering, okay? Love offering could be 1 billion, all right? It could be. But it's only been the poor, right from old to new, the poor has never ever been commanded to contribute any. See, I thought they don't have. Rather, the royal law commanded the rich to bring their money, their wealth, like we see now. We just see from the royal law to help the poor. But rather, the apostles of Jesus is taking from the poor to live extravagant life. That is what I don't know. They are following his blood. They are not seeing any of these things, that these are the false prophet being prophesied already. They are here amongst us. Wise up. They are already here. You can do nothing. It's a prophetic from Yehoshua. It's a prophetic last days event. It has already surfaced. It's going on already. But meanwhile, you as said they are doing miracle. Yes, if they don't do miracle, we don't watch for them. We don't. Okay? Because they fit and they just fulfilled what Messiah said in Matthew 24. That is why we watch for them. Okay? So this is suleHELL, suleWOMAN, the very unholy final judgment. It is the second death, and heaven granted it and hold it against them, because you took from the poor and tried to lie to us, using the poor money and to live extravagant life, trying to gain the whole world and lavishing upon forbidden women, strange women, the very one the royal law wants you. Oh, if you go and read Proverbs up chapter 5, this is what it keeps talking about. But you goes the opposite. No, you are not a convert. You only came, for the money. This is another one I heard, though. The one he was also pointing a crucifix to. Oh, David Oyedikpo. David Oyedikpo said, oh my Father, what can we know here? That Jesus made him apostles of prosperity to Nigeria. Oh my Father, what can we not hear from their mouth? We don't have such title. Genesis down to Revelation, we don't have such title. That one have to be apostle of prosperity to a certain country. Okay, now see how we know they are false prophet. Jesus make you a apostle of prosperity unto Nigeria. But Nigeria now, as of this very month, this year, they are the most poorest country now here on earth. India was the one, but Nigeria pick it now from India. Okay, India now is even better than Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria is the poor, stricken poverty country right now as we are talking. Nigeria is the poorest country now as we are not talking about individual. Okay, Nigeria is the poorest country now. I can also say we are talking about individual, of course. Okay, about 85% they are living in abject poverty. In the prophecies of what David Oyedepo that said Jesus make him apostle of prosperity. Now in that presence of that prophecy, Nigeria is running, streaking into poverty as of this month calculation by the World Reckoning. You see, this is how you will know they are first. That one have 4 private jets. This one bought citizenship. Maybe that one also did it already, because this one who was in Italy, maybe that one did his own secretly. They are all flying away, running away, because they destroyed Nigeria already. They see that Nigeria case is irreparable. They want to fly away. So this is the judgment of suleHELL. Sule, you can keep enjoying sin now, because sin is just like a credit card. You just enjoy, and later you're going to pay. And later you're going to pay in the lake of fire. That is the second death, as we all saw from the royal law. So suleHELL, Sule dog, or men of dog, or Sule link of fire, or suleDEVIL, suleSatan, suleSERPENT, suleWOMAN, suleBOY, whatever flash. Suleman, keep enjoying see, okay? Everything is Photoshop. The bank account is Photoshop. The BBN chat is Photoshop. The FaceTime chat is Photoshop. Everything. There you're going to see that Photoshop. You're not going to see when you be cast into the link of fire. You're not going to see it's also Photoshop. That is real. Face the music. He that break the edge, serpent is going to bite. And judgment begins right in the household of Yahuwah. That is how it works.